This is Paul Bower-Sox from the American Nuclear Society. Today we're meeting with Dr. Shannon Bragg-Sitton of Idaho National Laboratory. Good afternoon, Dr. Bragg-Sitton.
Good afternoon.
What are you involved with in aerospace nuclear at this 2011 ANS winter meeting in Washington, D.C.?
I'm currently serving as the chair of the Aerospace Nuclear Science and Technology Division. And at this meeting we are hosting a few sessions. First, we're hosting a session on general topics of interest to aerospace applications, covering anywhere from a pulsed fusion rocket to more standard solutions using standard fission technology for space travel. We're also hosting our first co-sponsored session with the Reactor Physics Division that specifically looks at design and analysis of compact reactor systems that could be used in a terrestrial or space application. Additionally, we're hosting a tutorial on space nuclear propulsion. NASA is kicking off some additional work in the development of space nuclear propulsion, specifically thermal propulsion, and we hope that this tutorial will help educate more of the members of ANS on what exactly we mean by that.
Are there any missions involving nuclear technology coming up?
Yes, there are. It's actually a very exciting year. First, the year 2011 marks the 50th anniversary of using nuclear power in space. We launched the Transit 4A satellite, which was radioisotope powered in 1961, and we now are getting ready to launch the Mars Science Laboratory, which will be powered by a radioisotope thermoelectric generator of slightly different design than anything we've done before. This one's called a multi-mission radioisotope thermoelectric generator, or MMRTG. It will power the Curiosity vehicle, which is about the size of a Volkswagen Bug, or a Mini Cooper, I've heard it compared to as well, to drive around the surface of Mars, take samples, and actually do sample analysis in real time in that process. The power source is about 100 watts of electric power and uses plutonium-238 as the power source. The NETS-2011 meeting was a reinvention of a previous space nuclear meeting, so to speak. This was the first standalone topical meeting that the Aerospace Division put on, and it was very successful. We had almost 200 people participate, very top-level speakers in our plenary sessions, and had very, very good response from the space nuclear community. It was very good to see everybody back in this venue. We hadn't had a meeting like this since 2008 under different organizational structure. And so everybody was very happy to see that come back. We plan to hold a standalone meeting like that every other year in the odd-numbered years. And in the even-numbered years, we plan to better engage the aerospace community in these technology advancements, these applications that we are looking at. For instance, in March 2012, we are hosting a NETS meeting in conjunction with the Lunar and Planetary Sciences Conference that's put on by the Lunar and Planetary Institute. So it brings in a lot of scientists and mission planners and people that would actually use these power sources to design missions and accomplish interesting measurements and other things in space. Many of these people don't have as good of a background in some of the power sources. They're typically used to solar energy, solar panel-produced electricity, chemical energy, batteries, things like this, and used to working at the watt level for power that they can use to run their instruments. And so when you introduce nuclear to these concepts, the paradigm shifts, and they begin to be able to plan just really phenomenal science. So by coordinating with this meeting and bringing these topics to the user community, the potential customers for nuclear power sources in space, we hope to broaden our impact and broaden the understanding of these systems such that they can become integrated into future mission plans. The NETS 2012 meeting is being held in conjunction with the Lunar and Planetary Sciences Conference, which will be held at the end of March, the 21st through 25th, I believe, of March in the Woodlands, Texas, which is just north of Houston. It should be a very exciting venue, very interesting to have these different groups involved. And like I said, it's the end of March. It should be a beautiful time to be in Texas and to see what's going on in space mission development.